Yeah, totally. I fully agree with that. That's the sunk cost bias, right?
Sunk cost bias. What
Yeah.
is that? Can you explain that?
So it's basically when you invest a lot into something, right? Let's say you buy, um, what's a good example? A bed, right? You invested
$1,000.
$1,000 or like 2,000, and you bought the sheets. Everything is like the way you wanted it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you lay one day on the bed and it's just so uncomfortable. There's like a freaking spring, like in your back, right? And it doesn't matter how you move, it still like bothering you. It's not a nice bed, right? And unfortunately, there's no return policy, so you either keep it or you trash it, right? And lots of people, whether it's a relationship, life situation, material possessions, a job, they think like, okay, I've invested this much, so it's hard for me to let go of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like you have this spring like getting into your ribs every night, right? Something that is bothering you, and still don't let go of that just because of that initial investment. It can be an emotional investment, it can be financial investment.
And there's so many things.
Many things. Yeah.
You don't have one or two. It's not one or two. It's not like take it or leave it. You can also take that bed and maybe donate it to someone else who may use it comfortably, or recycle it and use it into something else. There's always so many ways. There's not just, quit your job.
Exactly.
There's you can do so many things with your life.
Yeah, you can like invite people and do a cuddle puddle, right?
Yeah.
And like maybe like repair, like repair is not a solution, right? Because like that's what also people try to do, right? Okay. Oh, I have this job. I feel miserable, but maybe if I get a promotion, I'll be there. If I make an extra 10K a month, but then they get there and they realize, oh, it's like this spring is still like getting into my ribs.
And it's a process too. It's also like maybe they go to repair it. Maybe that's not the solution, but at least you tried and you realize that it is not the solution. But you need to do what you feel is right, what like your kind of subconscious is calling you. And yeah, like you said, sometimes you gotta get rid of it.
Just let go.
Just let it go.
Let it go, right?
The attachment, right? The attachment
it's a hard one. I didn't know back in the days. Like, I just happened to like let go. Like it wasn't an active decision for me. It was an active decision in a way because I could have applied for like other jobs and like continue like working in this career and all of that. It was an active decision to like just let it go, but it wasn't fully conscious, right? It wasn't like, okay, like this is over now. It's like, it was a slow process of realizing, okay, I started like doing other things and like start to find enjoyment in little things. So you need to like be so intense about your life decisions. It's just like, okay, what can I explore here? Like, does that resonate with me even more, And then if it does, like, you can let go of like the things that are like not fulfilling you.
I like that.
Like, yeah, like step into the unknown and like see.
For some people, that's just so scary. Stepping into the unknown. But
it's always unknown.
That is true. Yeah, as much as we like to be certain about things, you never know. Tomorrow, the next second, you never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's incredible. But I definitely want to know more about your spaces that you hold in Nomade. So what does it look like? You said you have you do these spaces.
So we have been working with a lot of talented people, practitioners from all over the world, doing different meditations, hypnosis, breath work, yoga classes. And the idea is really to convey a feeling, right? Okay. And the message. For us, like the message is very important, what you can take with you. And it's always different, it's always changing. It depends also what I'm struggling with or what I'm feeling in the moment. I always like to share it with people because we're all so similar. We share the same struggles, we share the same emotions, and the joys and happiness. It's like pretty much the same. We think like we're so different, but we're not really, right?
I travel all these countries, and people are speaking a different language and practicing different cultures, but in the essence, they're just looking for purpose, for happiness, for joy, for family, friends, hanging out. The same things that everyone else is looking for. It may look different, it may sound different, but it's all the same. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So if you share like your vulnerable self, right? Like I found that people really like to see that aspect of others, right? When they really truly show, okay, like this is what I'm struggling with. This is my journey, this is what I've been through like these are my successes. You want to see the whole spectrum of a person, right? And also receive something authentic from them. Right. We're just here to inspire each other, you know?
I like that. So what does a class look like that you've given?
Well, for the most part, they're like sound journeys. So I really like to, create a feeling with the music that I select, and then I mix, and sometimes I produce them, like mixing different sounds from different places. But yeah, just like using people's imagination, like they're like different people at different phases in their lives, like there might be something that resonates with them, and with some others it doesn't, like people feel different things, but like the goal is to create a space where people feel safe to explore, to feel, and it can be done with anything, whether it's yoga, breath work, hypnosis, ecstatic dance. You should still like come to one of the ecstatic dances here in town.
Where?
Om Collective.
Yeah. Om Collective.
Yeah.
When is it usually?
It's Fridays at 8 p.m.
Fridays at 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's what I like to do, like really messaging is important, sharing yourself, and not really like take on this position of like the teacher. Yeah, more of a guide, more of someone that is there to witness your process. It feels just so nice. Like I think personal healing, it's very important, but I think it's even more powerful when we do a collective healing.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
A lot more powerful.
Everyone too also, when they're maybe going through this sound feeling journey, everyone is having their own experience, their own unique journey, but we're all having it together.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so do you have it, so you pick the songs and people, are you like laying down? Are you sitting? What does it look like?
Well, it's always different depending on the experience, right? Like ecstatic dance is a lot more active, so everyone is moving. Like people have time to connect with each other, but also like time for themselves, like just bring up, like we just use the body, right? We use the body and different techniques. It's amazing how you can shift your perspective and your mental state by just moving or shaking for 5-10 minutes. That's all it takes for you to like snap out of your thinking mind,
Yeah. For me, I mean, I hear a great song and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
If I was, maybe sad about something, I might put on a reggaeton song even, and just like, oh my God, like, and start moving and like, why was I so sad? Or, something like that. Or I may put on maybe a tribal song, and I just, whatever, some music, it has such a powerful force that it can just shift your emotions super fast.
And it's very healing too.
Very healing.
Very healing. Also, like if you feel sad, don't try to like put like a happy song so you become happier. Maybe like find a song that makes you even a little bit more sad. Yeah. So you like really get in touch with your feelings, you know? Like so it's like, it's about like being present with the feeling. Like it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be melancholic.
Really?
Right?
I think
just
a lot of people
experience the emotion.
People think that being sad is just, no, I can't be sad. I need to be happy all the time.
Yeah.
And I like that. Actually, that's a good point that, if I'm sad, put on a sad song and explore that and play with it and and just realize that it's there for a reason, and it's not a bad or good thing. It's just a feeling.
Just what's happening.